Okay, I'm here in the junk room with the parts from my Redcat Kaiju that I'm going to do the steel spur gear mod with. Here are the parts, the completed diff, completely stocked in the bag. Here's the spur gear, the part number, so we all know what it is. It's the spur gear from the, well, I keep on forgetting what the thing is. It's that, oh god, what is it? The SC10, whatever that thing is. Yeah, I have it sitting around here somewhere that I really don't use it anymore, but it's fast as heck. The only thing about it is that this spur gear, the car itself, it uses SAE hardware. Yeah, so you're gonna have to do some things to this spur gear to get it to work. So let's do that. So I'm gonna do this all in one go, and it's going to get a little loud because I'm gonna have to blur out these holes that's in the spur so it can fit a M3 screw, the screws that's in this thing. So let's open this stuff up and get it going. And I am gonna do this all in one go, so this video might get a little long. Okay, get my scissors, cut this stuff open. Yes, nice machined, and it's really light too. I mean, it does say light and spur gear. Yeah, yeah. It has holes in it. Not the right holes though, but you get what you can get. And this was pretty much a shot in the dark, so it actually did work. So, it is what it is. I have my nice little Kaiju mess sitting over there that broke the other day. It's still sitting over there, broke. Let's see what's broke on it. Yeah. Yeah, the parts for that is in that pile somewhere. And I also got the crating back up. Yay. Oh, you gotta love this hobby. So this is the stock diff in all its glory. It does have some kind of fluid in there. I mean, there is resistance here somewhat. It's probably like 100K or something like that, and it's probably about a quarter of the way full. Yeah, that's not gonna. And I'm not going to really get into the cleaning and whatnot. That'll just take too long. I just open this thing up, make this thing fit on here, and be done with it. I'm not gonna take long enough, and it will get loud. So way louder than that. Just to give you a heads up. Oh yeah, and I'm actually using this cheap ass drill that I got from Walmart. I mean, this thing has just been perfect for RC. Mainly because, yeah, it's what is this thing? It's a 20 volt. I mean, it probably has, well, it's an cordless impact drive, 20 volt, but it has the power of a 12 volt. So it's pretty much been perfect for what I had to do with it. I mean, you can still strip screws with this in the heartbeat. But if you have some kind of trigger control, just like the same throttle control that you would have with a car, this thing is golden. And it was cheap as heck too. I got it in a kit of 4 tools, and it was like $50 for 4 tools. Like, wow. Okay, so there's nothing in there. It's not even a quarter fill. It's like just glazed over. So I'm not gonna try cleaning. I'm just gonna take it apart and throw it on here. Well, after I deal with the holes that's on here. Okay, let's demonstrate. This is an M3 screw. This is the hole. Will it fit in the hole? No, it won't. Why? Obviously, it's some kind of ridiculous SAE screw that they use for this. So we're gonna have to bore out this hole to make it fit. So let's just, that's my stuff. Hit everything sitting up here. And now it disappears on me when I'm actually trying to do it. Oh, here it is. So let's get this thing off. Get the pin out of there. Get this apart. And okay, now this isn't the best way of doing this, but you have to get it out of there. Yes, it does pay to have nails sometimes, even though most of mine are all gone. After working and having them find themselves on the floor abruptly. Let's see. Okay, so let's jack this up. Just this. These are the stock parts out of the old Spur, and they fit. Yay! And that's all we need for them to fit. And that's perfect. So instead of doing all that yet, let's get rid of this stuff and make some noise. Now we need to burr out these holes. So what I'm gonna use, if you would actually have one, we use a Dremel. I burnt out my Dremel last week. So while I was at Walmart buying this thing, I saw a cheap, crappy Dremel. Well, rotary tool. It works. That's all I need to do. And it has the same dowel thing that the regular Dremel has, and the same speed. Now, what I use to burr out the hole is this little diamond coated burr. Not one that's gonna fill out the whole hole. That's stupid. And you will burn out your Dremel in a second. And no, that's not how I did it. I've had that Dremel for like 100,000 years. So it just gave up the ghost on me. Now, this is loud. It's really, really loud. I wish I could just turn off the volume right now, but I'm not. So if you have headphones, turn them off. Seriously. Oh, okay. I forgot to say. Now, when you're doing this, all you want to do is just do this in a circular pattern, just like I'm doing right here, for literally maybe 5 seconds. Just lightly enough to edge out this enough for the M3 to fit in there. You don't want it to huge it out because it will just start cutting this thing to shreds. This is diamond coated. This is only HRC 45 machine hardened steel. Is not going to hold up to this. Now, if you try to get a bigger burr and to go to town on it, you're just going to burn out the motor in this thing when they get stuck. So you use a small burr that's way smaller than the hole and just get the hole bigger. Yay. Okay, let's do that. Now, you're going to have to guess and check. It's not big enough. Nope. And just keep on doing that. Maybe 10 revolutions, 5, 10, until it fits. Nope, no fit yet. It's close though. It's really close. All you need for the screw to do is just to slide it. And we're in. It's hung up just a little bit, so I'll go over it just one more time. And perfect. Not hung up at all. Goes right in, right out. That's what we need. Now we have to do it out of 3. Okay, I'm just gonna go. Oh, well, that's the end of that burr. And it died. Let's see. And always use another burr. junk around here. Let's see, what am I looking for? Oh, here it is. Vice grips, something that I want to use to hold this, so I don't have to. Okay, so we got that one. We're working on this one. I think that got it. Yep. Okay, so these two are done. Switch it over to these two. Yeah, I used that other burr to burr out all 4 holes on the other spur so that it died very fast. Almost. Okay, got that one. One more. I might be wearing out this burr too, but I do. Yeah, I'm wearing it out. But it has to work. Man, it did 2 of them, and then I was like, I give up. Poor bird. Yeah, that still is really tearing this thing up. a spot on the bird that I haven't used yet. Okay, I did. Okay. Now, where's my spray at? I mean, yeah, it's full of these little nasty shavings, so you gotta get rid of those. Gotta do some bit of cleaning to get rid of that. Just a little bit of that orange stuff. That cheapo dollar store garbage, this stuff. And cleans it right up. Okay, now we have this. And it's almost ready. Now we get back to the diff cup. Now, these little nubs up here, these glorious things, aren't going to work with this. And yeah, I mean, so they're locator pins for the gasket and the Spur, but we're not about to put the holes in this thing. We don't have a lathe to go crazy on it with titanium, diamond coated bits, and all the good stuff. No. Bump all that. This stuff I don't need anymore. None of that. None of that. So let's just kill the nubs. Now what I'm using is this. I don't even know what it's called. You can see that. Yeah, but that's what it's called. It's Egon CRV 330. Yeah, got off Amazon. And a 5-pack. These things are glorious. They are absolutely glorious. You just put it right down the nub, nip, gone. And it's completely flush. You cannot feel that at all. Gone. Okay, next nub. Cut, gone. Okay, now after dealing with that, we can assemble this side. Now, what I'm going to do for this, since obviously this is a lot thicker, a lot higher than the original Spur gear. I mean, the original Spur gear is a lot thicker than this thing. Is that you need to give the bearing the correct space when it drops back into the Kaiju. So what I did was get a M10 washer. This is actually 9mm right here. This surrounding lip area, but M10 works just as good. And I'm not a stickler for loose fitting crap, so it doesn't really matter to me. So put the M10 washer on that, then the bearing goes on that, and now we have the right amount of space to give the bearing enough meat to grab onto the inside of the diff housing. So yeah, now we can, well, not yet, is because this can still move when it's on there. Even when it's hooked up to that, it'll still move. So what I did was get a M6 washer. This is 6mm. It fits right on there. No play at all. Although it really doesn't matter. Yeah, with this thing. So now we can fit that in there, and now bearing doesn't move. Yeah. Get that back down there. Get the pin back situated. Get back centered. throw the sun gear back on. Now get the gasket back situated. Now here's pretty much the hardest part, besides drilling out the stupid spur, is getting the diff cup to line up perfectly, because this is a fairly tight fit. I'm serious, I just did it the first try. Make sure it's on there. Oh yeah, it actually does fit better than the first one. Now we can throw it back together. And I do have to applaud Walmart for making such a cruddy tool. I mean, this thing, you can't use this for anything really heavy duty or even light duty. But when it comes to screwing in screws to plastic, this thing is a godsend. Oh, God. And you saw it did pretty much chuck when I did that. So let's see, did it actually? No, it didn't. It didn't tighten it all the way. So it's not gonna really strip unless you just really just go nuts on it. Wow. And there we go. Metal spur. And the way this thing is that you have to use the bearing that came with the original spur, or have a bunch of them just sitting around, because yeah, you like that, since the replacement only comes with the top bearing since it's assembled. But here we go, done. Now you have a 46-2 metal spur gear for your Redcat Kaiju. The only other thing you have to do is to, where is it? I can find it. Yeah, here we go. This is the original pinion. And here is the pinion that I'm using. It's an 11 tooth. Now, when it comes to gear mesh, you can see that the 46 is actually obviously slightly small. I mean, really slightly smaller. How much smaller is a proof of concept that I'm going to demonstrate right now. I have my giant yeah, this is seriously large. I mean, digital calipers really don't come this big unless you really, really like the damn things. So let's see how big this one is. It's right around 50 millimeters. Right around 50. Now this is right around 48. This is a serious proof of concept right here. This is 12. So we have, let's just go over that again. We have original Spur right around 50. 46. Right around 48. So 50, 48. Original pinion right at 12. If I can get the teeth to line up. Yeah, right around 12. 11 tooth. Right at 13. So you're losing about a millimeter when it comes to gear mesh, give or take. But gear mesh isn't perfect in the first place. You need that lovely give interaction. And when you up at the 12, if you do something as crazy as that, well, I don't even have a 12 sitting around because of obvious reasons. They end up getting destroyed so dang fast. Since most of the 12s that I have was armor. Oh God, I can't do that again. That's just bad. Yeah, but most of the 12s I have was freaking armor. Let's see. You know, even that's a 13. Yeah, you don't want to go 13 at all. So bump that. Leave that alone. Okay, so we got that. So we then completely went over the pinion sizes, the pinion differences that you're working with when it comes to your new motor mesh. So I would stick with an 11 on that. I mean, you're only upping it 3 teeth altogether, and the motor can still handle that unless you go really ridiculous with the punch. I would keep the punch 5 or less. 5 or more, you're probably, I mean, over 5, you're probably looking at a lot of cogging and stuff when you try to full throttle the thing, and you don't want to full throttle this car anyway. So let's go over the Spur situation that I have. This was a Spur that it has one run on it that I decided to go hammerhead on it to see just how long it could last. It lasted, it lasted probably, 3 minutes tops. I think this is the Spur that I've blown up in the video that I've blown the Spur up with. Yeah. This one, you can see that it is just mangled, destroyed, yum, eat them up. It does. You do have to applaud Redcat for using this ridiculously thick Spur. Thick pinion. Thick tooth pinion. Long tooth pinion. Whatever you want to call it. It's awesome. It mates up with the Spur. And it's the best thing that you could possibly use with that. But it's a composite Spur. And you're talking about success. This one has one run on it. I was very light with this run. No jumping. Just light. I mean, no standing backflips, no nothing, and yet it's still getting chewed up. And this is a very, very light run. I mean, it got hung up right there. Yeah, it did. It got hung up. There you go. It's completely hung up. One run, one really light run. Junk. Success. I don't care what the heck anybody ever says about it. 6S with a composite Spur gear is just stupid. Okay, so this video is going on long enough. That's what it takes to actually make a glorious metal Spur for this car that fits. And yeah, it does fit completely. Yeah. So, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. Otherwise, that's what it takes. Take it out and get your diff as tuned up as, pack it. I'm not going to go over that in this video. This video is almost 40 minutes long. That's another video. But you will need the thickest stuff imaginable in this Spur. In this diff. In order to not have your tires just absolutely go haywire on you. Because this gear ratio will have your car just in another league. And I'll leave it at that. And yes, it's under 40 minutes. So, yeah, that's what it takes. Do it at your own risk, at your own peril. But, yeah, it's definitely worth it.